Alright, hello everyone. Let's begin our warm-up with rocking. So you're going to have the hips directly above the knee and shoulders directly above the elbow. You're going to transfer your weight forward, breathing in and breathing out as you shift the weight back. So let's try this for about 10 repetitions. Alright. And after the 10 repetitions, you're going to hold the forward position for 10 seconds at least. Now try to remember the posture. Try not to allow your back to slack, so you're tucking your buttocks in slightly as you're just gently rocking to and fro. So from here, you hold for 10 counts, or if you can go longer, do that for longer. Now we're going to do 2 sets today. And after you finish rocking, we're going to come to the modified push-ups where you have your knees on the ground. So open your both arms a little bit wider than your shoulder width or wider than your mat. Bring the chest down in between the imaginary line of your right wrist to your left wrist. So 10 repetitions down, exhale push up, inhale down and exhale push. Keep the abdominals drawn in throughout the whole movement. And once you're done about 10 repetitions, you're going to hold and pause for 10 counts. So take a break if you need to, or move on to the first exercise, rocking. So 10 repetitions, to and fro. Inhale as you transfer the weight forward, exhale as you shift the weight back. And once again, we come into the static hold here for about 10 seconds. If you can do longer, do that. And when you're done with the hold, we're going to come up, prop ourselves up, come back into push-up position. So your arms are open wider than the mat. Bring the chest down in between your wrist line. 8 to 10 repetitions, followed by a static contraction on a downwards movement. Alright, when you're done here, we're going to come lying flat down on our back, bend our knees, and stand your feet on the mat, aligning the heel as much as possible with your sit bone. So to not push your feet too far out, and we're going to bring one leg up to a tabletop position, and then followed by the other, and then lowering one leg down at a time. So it's a up movement and a down movement. You can raise your arms up, or you can keep your both palms flat down onto the mat. I'll leave that up to you. So we're going to inhale, and then on the exhale, lower the leg down. So you're keeping your back flat down into the mat, trying to make sure your spine is not shifting, nor is your pelvic area. So we're trying to activate the abdominals, a very subtle control movement. So inhale as you bring the both legs up, and the exhale as you lower the legs down. This is going to go on for 10 repetitions again. Now, after the 10 repetitions, you're going to lift the legs up and you're going to just push the both legs away slightly till you feel the abdominals contracting and hold it for 10 seconds. All right, once you're done, you're going to pull the leg back in and then take a rest. And we move on to bridging. So the heels are drawn in close to the buttocks, not too far away. You're going to push the buttocks straight off the ground and then back straight down to the mat. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you come down. Your focus is on your buttocks and your hamstring. All right. So as you lift, you push the weight all the way up to the shoulder blades, and on the exhale, you come back straight down. On the 10, after the 10 repetition, you're going to hold it up there again for 10 counts. So what you want to do is really feel and be aware of where you're contracting, the muscles that's activating. All right, so you hold it for 10 seconds or even more. Hold that lift. And when you think it's time for you to come down, lower the hips back down to the mat. You can take a rest, and then we're going to begin again with the single leg lifts again. So when you're ready, raise your arms up or keep your palms by your side and alternating the lift. So left leg up, right leg up, left leg down, right leg down, keeping the spine stable without moving. We're going to work with 10 repetitions. And just as we finish the 10 repetitions, we're going to just push straight up to where you feel that you can feel the work without any stress in the back. Hold it for about 10 seconds. And then draw the legs in, bring the leg back down, and prepare yourself for bridging again. So the heel is drawn in close, palms flat down. You're going to push the hips straight off the mat. On the breath in and on the breath out, lower the hips back down to the mat. 8 to 10 repetitions again. And on the end of the 10 repetition, you're going to push the hips up and we're going to hold it there for at least 10 seconds. Go longer if you want to. All right, from here, we're going to just pull the both knees into the chest. Stay rested for a little bit. And when you're ready, you're going to flip around, belly down on the mat. We're going to use the ball for this. So we're going to work with our scapula. So palms flat on the ball. Make a fist with your right hand so your forehead can rest on it. Both shoulders flat and even. Hips down on the mat. And on the breath in, without bending your elbows, you're going to try to push the ball away, feeling the shoulder blades elevating. And on the exhale, you're going to try to depress the shoulders. That means draw the shoulder blades downwards towards the hips without bending the elbows. 8 repetitions on the right and repeating on the same thing with the left side. So push away, breathe in. Draw back down, exhale. Your elbows stay straight as possible. The body doesn't shift. And you shouldn't be lifting your chest off the mat. Flat down on the mat. Once you've done 8 to 10 on the left arm, repeat to the right. All right, once we're done, we're going to place the ball between the legs, just at the knee area. Lower the upper body down, both arms out to the side. So you can open your arms a little bit wider or keep it about shoulder width apart. Push the upper body up, breathe in, and then lower the body back down. And then we're going to flex and bend the knee in and extend out. So you're working the lower back, and at the same time, you're working the hamstring. So inhale as you push yourself up. Exhale as you come down and as you bend your knee in. So you're going to kind of alternate the movement. 8 to 10 repetitions once again. You're going to feel the hamstring squeeze and try to keep your both legs parallel as you curl them in. You're squeezing gently into the ball as you bend and flex your leg in. With the back extension here, you are basically doing it with an assisted movement. All right, once you're done, push yourself back into a child pose, just easing up the back a little bit. We're going to go on to the second set again, but this time we're going to do it with both hands off the ground, cupping the back of your ears. And then instead of bending the knee, you're going to lift your both legs straight off the mat. So squeezing into the ball slightly and alternating the lift. So inhale as you lift the upper body up. As you go down, you exhale and lift the legs up. 8 to 10 repetitions once again. Don't forget to keep the ball squeezed between your legs. Now, if you don't have a ball, you can always put a towel, or you can just do it without the ball. And once again, once you're done, push yourself up, sit back into a child pose just to ease up the back. Hold it for a bit. Now, once we're done here, we're going to come to lying down on our sides. And we're going to work with our inner thigh and our outer thigh, the abductor and the adductor. So you're going to come all the way flat down, arms stretched out, ball between your both legs at the knee region. And then you're going to squeeze into the ball and lift both legs straight off the mat. Try to have a little pause there before you come down. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower down. Now when you're lying down on your side, use your thigh bone as a marker to make sure that you're not tilting forward too much nor rocking back too much. So we're going to do this for about 8 to 10 repetitions. And then once you're done, you're going to flip around and do it onto the other side. All right, we're coming to the end of it. So we're going to work with the stretches. Pull the both knees into the chest, flattening the lower back into the mat. And then we come to the hamstring stretch, keeping the tailbone on the ground, shoulder blades down on the ground, pulling the leg inwards, and just hold. Pause the video if you need to take a little bit longer time. Cross the left leg over the right. Open up the hip. And when you're ready, you're going to wrap your both hands around the right thigh and pull the leg in, stretching the outer thigh and the buttocks area. All right, when you're done on this side, repeating onto the other side, the right side. So hamstring stretch, legs straight up. And when you're done with this, you're going to cross the right leg over the left, open up the hip first. And when you're ready, you're going to wrap your both hands around your left thigh and lift the left leg off the ground, feeling and focusing on the stretch on the right side. All right, we come to elongation of your whole spine, stretching your arms and the legs straight out. Hold the stretch, arch the back slightly. And let's come to a chest stretch here. So you're going to open your both arms out to the side, palms facing up, and slide and glide your arms as high as you can upwards, keeping the elbows still on the ground, keeping the arms straight, feeling the stretch in the chest and the front shoulders. Hold the stretch. All right, once you're done with the chest stretch, we're going to turn around, belly down on the mat. Have one hand under the forehead, turning your head to the side. So stretching the front thigh, pulling the heel as close as possible in towards the buttocks. And then repeating onto the other side. And then once you're done, that's all that we have done for today. All right, everyone, have a great day.